What's up, all you Minties? It's that time of the month again. That's right, time to empty those wallets and fill those shelves. So, let's take a look at the collected editions coming out in October of 2021. Welcome back, everybody. Before getting started, I want to give a huge shout out to our patrons for making videos like this possible. Seriously, I could not do videos like this without you all. And if you want written documentation of the things that I talk about here in the upcoming collected editions or in reading orders, all that is available through our Patreon. There are different tiers, and that is in the description of the video is a link to our Patreon. So let's go ahead and talk about the month of October. We have 4 weeks. Here's the thing. There is a big shift in distribution centers going on right now, not just with Marvel, but IDW, Dark Horse, and other publishers. They're moving around who they're using as the direct market distributor. So, I always state that dates are always suitable to be changed, and oh my gosh, this month is going to be insane. As of this video, I'm sure by the time this goes out, some of these things have already been changed. Some of them have been moved to November. Some of them hopefully stay in October, but will be shifted to a different week. So keep that in mind. These are just the dates that I have, and I had to do a lot of research to get these dates because it's been a nightmare. And I'm not just talking about a guy that makes YouTube videos, but for retailers, I'm sure it's been a nightmare. And for publishers, they need to know when their books are going to be released. So, without going any further into that, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and ring that bell for notifications. Please, all that helps with our YouTube algorithm and our channel keep growing. Let's go ahead and get started with the week of October 6th. So, on the week of October 6th, we have Carnage, Black, White, and Blood Treasury Edition. So, that's the big Treasury Edition sizes. I should be doing an overview of that sometime. If not already, sometime this weekend, because this video was filmed previously before filming that. So, yes, time travel and all that. Death of Captain Marvel Gallery Edition. Now, these are the hardcovers. I've already done an overview of this. It's a beautiful book. The Killraven Epic Collection is finally coming out. A lot of people were worried that this was canceled, but it is not. So this collects Amazing Adventures 18 through 39, Marvel Graphic Novel number 7, and Marvel Team Up number 45. So that's a big chunk of Killraven, and that's awesome. I'm looking forward to this one. I know there was a Masterwork series released of that. Runaways by Rainbow Rowell, Volume 6, and I'll be completely honest with you, I thought this series had already ended. Holy crap, I'm wrong. But here we are with issues 32 through 38. I need to catch up on this series. People told me it got a lot better. But to me, I mean, Brian K. Vaughan, Runaways, I mean, Joss Whedon and Terry Moore came in after him, and it just wasn't the same. From DC Comics, we have DC's Batman Detective Comics, Volume 6. So that is Volume 6 of Detective Comics, Roads to Ruin. And this collects issues of, let me see, this is this is Peter Tomasi's run on Detective Comics, so this collects Detective Comics 1028 to 1033. And we're also getting the Curse of the White Knight. So this is the trade paperback version of that hardcover that came out, I think, last year. So collecting Curse of the White Knight 1 through 8, and White Knight Presents Von Freeze number 1. This, of course, being an alternate reality, no longer called the Elseworld, but under the Black Label line, drawn and written by the phenomenal Sean Murphy, but also Klaus Janson does some things in there. Deathstroke by Christopher Priest, Omnibus, coming out. Now, this one was rumored to be delayed, so it may not be out this week, but it's definitely still coming. And Sensational Wonder Woman. I love this cover. Damn, that's a beautiful cover. Collecting Sensational Wonder Woman 1 through 12. This is stuff written by Stephanie Phillips, Alyssa Wong, and you also have Bruno Redondo, Megan Hetrick, and Eleonora Carlini. I was told that I need to work on my Italian pronunciation. First, I need to work on my English pronunciation, apparently. Pronunciation. What the hell's wrong with me? Alright, let's keep going. From the world of manga that week, from Yen Press, we have Adachi and Shimamura, Volume 2. We also have Blue Exorcist, continuing that series, Volume 26. Card Captor Sakura, Clear Card, graphic novel, volume number 10. I really hope that these come out in hardcover format. Oh my god, I want a box set of this so bad. I need to do my Most Wanted manga box sets. Hell, before that, I need to do my Most Wanted manga in hardcover editions. Mental note. Chainsaw Man, Volume 7. I really hope we get a box set of that. I need to quit talking about box sets. Gaunt's Omnibus, Volume 7. I love that series. You may see that series show up in my top 10 best horror manga. Jujutsu Kaisen, Volume 12. This is a series that a lot of my friends have been raving on about. They've asked me if I've read it, and I have not. So I need to catch up. So forgive me if you were expecting me to do a review of it, because I know a few of you have asked me. I may do a quick catch-up and read like the first 11 volumes. I've been reading a lot of manga after my Robin read-through. One Punch Man, Volume 23, coming out that week as well. Man, Volume 23, I'm enjoying that series. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you are also enjoying that series. But I got hooked because of the anime. So that's the reason why I started reading the manga, which happens a lot. Now, from other publishers, we have the Nexus newspaper strips, Volume 1, The Coming of Gourmando. So this is stuff by Mike Barron, and you have illustrations in here by Steve Rude. Oh man, this brings back a lot of memories. And this is published by Dark Horse Comics, so these are the newspaper strips collected in a trade paperback edition. We also are getting the Tales from the Umbrella Academy, You Look Like Death Library Edition. Again, that might shift later to another date, so just keep that in mind. Black Hammer Visions Volume 1. This is the hardcover edition. And we're also getting Young Hellboy, The Hidden Land, also a hardcover. Primordial is coming out that week as well. Let's see. We also are getting Silver Coin, and that one is published by Image Comics, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Image Comics is publishing that one. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not even sure what's on that cover, but here's the talent behind this. You have Chip Zdarsky, Kelly Thompson, Ed Brisson, Jeff Lemire, Michael Walsh, all working on this particular series. Issues 1 through 5 collected in that first volume. Ascender, finally. Ascender Volume 4 is coming out. I really need some Ascender hardcovers. This collects issues 15 through 18 of that series. This is Jeff Lemire. Look at that beautiful cover by Dustin Nguyen. My God, that is gorgeous. Inkblot, Volume 2 is coming out. I need to read the first one. I haven't read the first one. I think my buddy Kyle sent it to me. This collects issues 7 through 12. Emma Kubert, Rusty Glad, working on this title. And this is one that I know that a lot of people have asked me if I have read it. Star Wars Adventures Smuggler Run is coming out in trade paperback format. Abbott 1973. That looks really interesting. As well as this right here. James Bond Big Things hardcover, published by Dynamite. And Godkiller Deluxe hardcover Volume 1, Walk Among Us, to wrap up that first week of October. The second week of October, so the week of October 13th from Marvel Comics, we have Avengers Mech Strike. This collects the 5-issue miniseries, and man, 7-year-old Omar would be in heaven. You talk about mixing giant robots with comic book characters, especially the Marvel comic book characters. Hell yes. Maybe 43-year-old Omar would still want that. Immortal Hulk hardcover Volume 4. Again, this one may shift in the schedule. So this collects 31 through 40 of Al Ewing's run on Immortal Hulk. But it's the next hardcover. Mighty Marvel Masterworks Thor, The Vengeance of Loki. So both the direct market and the standard edition cover will be collected this day. This collects the first, I want to say 12, 13 issues of Journey into Mystery. So with Thor. So collecting Journey into Mystery, let's see, 83 through 100. So it takes us to issue 100. And my daughters, that's the next one. We're reviewing Avengers sometimes this weekend. I know people have been asking me, where's that review of Avengers? It's coming. They just went back to school, so things are a little bit of a mess around here in this household. Marvel Masterworks Ghost Rider Volume 3 is coming out, so issues 21 through 35 of Ghost Rider, as well as Marvel Premiere number 28. Both the standard edition and the direct market will be available on the same date. I'm glad that that's making, I hope that makes it to the October date. I hope that doesn't get shifted into November, because that's the perfect book for October. You got Ghost Rider. Miss Marvel, Something New, collecting Miss Marvel 25 through 35. These are these graphic novel lines, so the smaller size books. And Spider-Man, Spider Shadows. Chip Zdarsky's What If Venom had merged with Peter Parker and stayed. Collecting all 5 issues. So that's the way they're doing this What If series now. They're doing it in mini-series. So that's really cool. Another one perfect for Halloween or October. Alright, from DC Comics. By the way, DC Comics is always a day earlier. So if the week is the week of the 13th, DC will be October 12th, for example. So Batman Arkham Asylum, the deluxe edition is coming out. Holy crap, I forgot about this book, honestly. I love this book. This is Grant Morrison and Dave McKean. So we have this hardcover at $34.99. It has 232 pages. It's been released in trade paperbacks. It's been released, oh my gosh, in Absolute Edition, hardcover edition. But it is coming out in the deluxe edition on October 12th. Batman Long Halloween deluxe. So both, man, that's cool. 2 books that are coming out in deluxe edition. So Batman Long Halloween is coming out as well that same day, and it is $49.99, $34.99 for Arkham Asylum. But with Batman Halloween, you have just a little bit more pages. This is Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's masterpiece. If you saw my Where to Begin Reading Batman for New Readers, this is one of the best jumping on points. The book has 416 pages and collects all 13 issues of Batman The Long Halloween. And keep in mind, they're also doing the When in Rome Catwoman under the Long Halloween label. It's a little confusing. Batwoman! Hell yes. Omnibus. Coming out that same week. So, hell yes, finally, it is coming. Because this is one that a lot of people were worried that it got canceled. And honestly, it was canceled a few times. But it is finally in the catalog and finally coming out officially this month. The Flash, Volume 15, Finish Line. So, this is, I assume, Joshua Williamson's final run on... no pun intended. Final run on The Flash. And you've got artwork in here by Christian Deuce. And, let's see what else is coming out. The Inferior 5. That looks like an original graphic... No, wait. It doesn't look like an original graphic novel. This is, I believe... This is a mashup, not a mashup, but a collaboration of 2 of my favorite creators. You have Jeff Lemire and Keith Giffen writing this particular graphic novel. It is an original graphic novel. The citizens of Dangerfield, Arizona are beset by strange going-ons after the invasion that rocked the DC universe. But only 5 misfit kids seem to notice them. Damn, you had me at Keith Giffen, who wrote the original Invasion, and Jeff Lemire. I'm in, baby. I'm in. That one almost slid under the radar because I thought it was an original graphic novel. And I think it is. I don't think it was a miniseries. Wonder Woman by George Perez, Volume 5, coming out. This wraps up George Perez's run on the title. So in here you have Wonder Woman 58 through 62 and War of the Gods. Now, as far as manga, we have one of the longest running manga, Case Closed, Volume 80. Almost catching up there with... One Piece. Daigo the Beast, Volume 3. I just read Volume 1. I didn't even know who Daigo the Beast was, and a lot of my gamer friends were making fun of me. I apologize for that. But, hell yes, I'm in for Volume 3. Full Metal Alchemist, A New Beginning. So this looks to be... I think this is a novel. So it's a prose novel. It's not a manga. Kiruru Kill Me, Volume 1 is coming out that same day. Marvel Meow... I feel ridiculous saying that. My kids are so excited for this. Marvel Meow hardcover. This is a collaboration between Viz Manga and Marvel Comics. And my kids are excited. And rightly so. Pokemon Adventures, another book my kids are excited about. My youngest especially. Volume 10. Junji Ito Cat Diary Yawnin' Moo Collector's Edition. This is in hardcover now. Gigant Volume 6. This is about a lady that's big. Like her stature. She's big. And it's also done by the guy that did Gantz. So you kind of know what kind of art to expect in here. If you've read Gantz. Destroy All Monsters, a Reckless book. This is a hardcover edition coming out that same week. And Helm Grayscale, trade paperback volume 1. Jules Verne's Lighthouse, trade paperback. And Noctera, trade paperback volume 1. Full Throttle. This is Scott Snyder and Tony S. Danielle. This is in trade paperback format. It's $9.99, and it features the first 6 issues of this new ongoing series. This is published by Image Comics, but it's their independent work. So if you're a fan of Scott Snyder and Tony S. Danielle, absolutely must buy. And honestly, that cover, I love his art. I have followed that man's artwork for so many decades. Big fan of what he's doing. Ultra Mega by James Herron, trade paperback. Oh, Missy's getting a trade paperback as well. Volume 1. Doctor Who Missy, Volume 1 is coming out. Magic the Gathering, hardcover, Volume 1. There is a Mooncakes collector's edition coming out that same day. I want to say this comes out with a trade paperback usually on the same day. This is published by Oni Press. And speaking of collector's edition, Sheets collector's edition has been moved to this date. I hope it doesn't move any further. This was one of my top 10 essential buys for the month of September. And Smurf Tales hardcover volume 2, Smurfette in Charge and Other Stories. I really wish they had kept going with the hardcover editions of these books, the deluxe editions of them. These are the smaller scale books. Now, before going into the week of October 20th, here's a quick word from our sponsor. If you live in Europe and are interested in pre-ordering or purchasing Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping of €9.90 for EU countries. Extremely careful and sturdy packaging. Emails are answered within 24 hours. And they have a superb selection of new releases and out-of-print books on their website. Just head over to waltscomicshop.com for more great deals and rare titles. And for a limited time, you can use the code Near Mint Condition, all one word, at the checkout for free shipping to all EU countries with your first order. Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. The week of October 20th from Marvel Comics, we have Alien trade paperback Volume 1 Bloodlines. Now, the astonishing Melanie has already done an advance review of this. She read it before I did. She called dibs on it. She really enjoyed it. I can't wait to read it. I'm a big fan of the Alien franchise, whether it's Alien, Aliens, not so much Alien 3 or Resurrection, but hey, whatever. Amazing Spider-Man trade paperback. This is the Epic Collection. The Death of Captain Stacy, collecting Amazing Spider-Man 86 through 104. So every Tuesday on the channel, I do an advanced look at the upcoming collected editions from Marvel, if they're trade paperbacks, or sometimes I put Marvel Masterworks in there, sometimes Treasury editions. So keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. That's why I told you to subscribe, see? Children of the Atom by Vita Ayala, Volume 1. So this collects Children of the Atom 1 through 6, and then material from Marvel's Voices number 1. I read the first issue in that Reign of X Volume 4. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I wasn't hooked, but I did dig the artwork. Fantastic Four Volume 8, Bride of Doom, 31 through 35 is what's collected in this particular trade paperback. Iron Man Volume 2, Book of Korvac, Overclock. That title kind of gives away the villain of the story. I'm a big fan of the original Korvac saga, so I was shocked after reading Volume 1 how the character showed up. So anyway, could be a different Korvac though. Iron Man 6 through 10 is collected in there, the newest series. And this is the series that I believe is written by Christopher Cantwell, whose Doom book kicked all kinds of ass, and I'm hoping that gets released in some kind of oversized hardcover format sometime. Marvel Masterworks, Tomb of Dracula. I just started reading this 2 days ago. Oh my god, I just got the complete collection, and now I have the Marvel Masterworks. I sold my Omnis, and looking at the Masterwork, I'm like, okay, I think this might be the way to collect it, and I'll show you what they've done with the artwork when I do my advanced overview of it. But this collects the first 11 issues of Tomb of Dracula, as well as Dracula Lives 1 and 2. Both the standard edition and the direct market cover will be available on October 20th. Star Wars, nope, that one's been moved. Sorry, almost got that one out. Doctor Strange, Strange Academy, Bright Side, collecting issues 7 through 12 of the Strange Academy. Wonderful series. My kids love it. I love it. For people that have been asking me if there's ever a chance of that going into trade paperback format, because right now it's only released in graphic novel format, I don't know yet, but having Scotty Young and interviewing him on the show, we were both in agreement that, hey, after the series is done, this would make a nice omnibus hardcover format, you know? Just saying. Batman Last Night on Earth. This is the trade paperback edition. Holy crap. This is when DC was still talking to me. Not that they stopped. I mean, they just don't reply back to my emails in the last couple months. This came out, oh man, I want to say over a year ago. This came out about a year and a half ago. But this is the trade paperback edition of the final Batman story by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. $24.99 and 184 pages, collecting that miniseries. The Dollhouse Family, Hill House Comics. So that is coming out that day. It is written by Mike Carey and done by Peter Gross. So you have the people that did Lucifer, I'm In, Say No More, and Peter Gross started doing Books of Magic. So this collects all 6 issues of the Dollhouse Family, and it's, I want to say this is all part of the Joe Hill House Comics, part of the Black Label, part of Joe Hill. It gets confusing. It's not in DC continuity is what I'm trying to say. And one book that I was told is and isn't, and I loved it because, oh my god. So this is written by N.K. Jemisin, and Jamal Campbell has been kicking all kinds of ass on this book, and that is Far Sector. This collects all 12 issues of Far Sector, 312 pages, $29.99. This book deserves to be an oversized format. His artwork on this book is phenomenal. The story is a lot of fun. I really like the character that is introduced through these pages. And the art, oh my goodness. Her outfit. Anyway, yeah, Joe's a cool character. I dug her. But the mystery that's revolving around this murder, I dug this story. Maddie's the one that told me about this, and it's 12 issues, all of them collected in here. Hopefully we will get some kind of hardcover format, but honestly, it deserves the absolute treatment because his artwork is freaking chef's kiss, baby. All right, manga. We got Kingdom Hearts, the character files is being released. These books, when they came out in Japan, were super expensive. When they went out of print, they were extremely impossible to afford. So Dark Horse is bringing them over. Attack on Titan Volume 34 is coming out. I think that either is the final volume or getting close to the wrap-up. Asadora, one of my wife's favorite manga that has been released this year. This is Urasawa's latest work. Ghost in the Shell Human Algorithm Volume 2. I didn't even know what this was. I know it's not Masamiune Shiro drawing it, but I had no idea this was even out. Boys Meet Maria. So, no idea what this was. I just put this on here because I really like that cover. That's a nice cover there. Double Your Pleasure, Twin Yuri Anthology. I also like that cover, and that's why... Need I say more? Number 5, Volume 2. Same guy that did Black and White. What was it? Tekono Concrete? Oh my gosh. Tekoncrete? Something like that. Black and White is what it was originally called when it was released here. From other publishers, we have Delver coming out that same week. And that is M.K. Reed, Spike, C. Trotman, and this is from the Iron Circus Comics founder. Okay. And Eisner-nominated writer M.K. Reed. This is published by Dark Horse Comics. That one has been that one I've seen move around, and it might move into November. The Cycle of the Red Moon, Volume 3, Shadow of the Moon. That reminds me of a title of Castlevania for some reason. Well, because of, the moon in there. That's why. Deadly Class Volume 10 is coming out that week, and I just saw that Rick Remender tweeted that they were going to reprint Volumes 1 and 2 of the deluxe hardcover editions to make way for Volume 3, collecting issues 45 through 48 of this series. Hack and Slash Volume 2. This is the deluxe edition, so continuing those. If you had the Omnibus, this collects the same content as those, but those Omnis were softcover Omnis. These are hardcovers. $49.99. This collects the Hack and Slash series 1 through 14, annual number 1, and then there's a brand new bonus story in there. Luther Strode, the complete series, but this is in trade paperback. I know a lot of you all, since this made it, I think, was it in my top 10 favorite Image comics? Or it might have been one of my hidden gems. Whatever it was, people have been messaging me about this book. So this collects the Strange Talent of Luther Strode, Legend of Luther Strode, and Legacy of Luther Strode. All 3 of the series are in here. $39.99, but like I mentioned, it is a softcover trade paperback. I don't know if they'll ever release, honestly, a hardcover of that again. Dune, House Atreides, Volume 2 is coming out. Collecting the Dune, House Atreides 5 through 8. This is from Boom Studios. It is in hardcover format. And Origins is coming out that same week. Actually, that same day it's coming out. Something is Killing the Children. The deluxe edition hardcover is coming out. There's also a slipcase edition of this. Both of those will be out the same day. Victor Lavalle, Destroyer trade paperback is coming out that same day. As well as EC's Jack Kamen and Al Feldstein 3 for Money and Other Stories hardcover edition. And Jodorowsky's Library Edition featuring Megalex and Other Stories. Short Order Cooks is getting a trade paperback. This is a softcover edition. And Small World is getting a trade paperback. Or, I'm sorry, this is a hardcover edition. Printed from Magnetic Press, and that looks gorgeous. They put out some gorgeous books, honestly. Need to do a spotlight on Magnetic Press and the books that they bring. Agnes Moe presents Don't Wake Up, a trade paperback volume 1. Hollow Heart, the complete trade paperback edition is coming out. That is a creepy looking cover, and it's $15.99, published by Vault Comics. They also are a small publisher, or a smaller publisher, that not a lot of people talk about. Maniac of New York is coming out that week from Aftershock Comics. So this is written by Elliot Kalan, and Andrea Muti is doing the art. We're collecting the first arc, so the first 5 issues. Cover, man, there's something about those colors. And right around the Halloween time, it's being released. October 27th, our last week. From Marvel Comics, we're kicking it off with the Black Knight Curse Ebony Blade. So here's the thing about the books that I'm going to be mentioning. Some of these, I think, are going to be shifted over to November. So I think the release dates are going to get just 2 or 3 books, honestly, a week, up until November. So save that money for November, just warning you ahead of time. Black Knight Curse Ebony Blade, collecting the 5-issue miniseries. Dane Whitman, baby, back in his own book. Black Widow by Kelly Thompson, collecting issues 6 through 10. I'm jotting down my favorite reads of 2021, so I can, at the end of the year, I always do my favorite collected editions that have come out, and then my favorite graphic novel reads, and oh my god, the first volume of that blew me away. Immortal Hulk Great Power is coming out. This is Tom Taylor and other writers with the one-shot. So you have Immortal Hulk Great Power, The Threshing Place, Flatline, and Time of Monsters, all collected in one trade paperback. Marvel's Project, The Birth of Superheroes, is getting a new printing, all 8 issues of that series. Ed Brubaker, Steve Epting, not collecting. This isn't collected in any of the Marvel Captain America Omnis. So for you completists, there was also a hardcover, oversized hardcover edition of that. And Marvelverse Hawkeye. So collecting just stories about Hawkeye throughout the years. Marvel Adventures number 16, whether they're canon or not, because that's part of the cartoon comic line. Hawkeye number 1 from 1983. Avengers 223. Generations Hawkeye and Hawkeye. And Marvel Adventures Superheroes number 17. Interesting that, well, no, you have to use Clint Barton because Kate Bishop really wasn't introduced to Young Avengers, so that might be another volume of Hawkeye. They both use the same code name, so it gets a little confusing. Non-Stop Spider-Man, Volume 1, Big Brain Play. Collecting issues 1 through 5. I heard recently, this is Joe Kelly, by the way, and Chris Bacalo, that the series got canceled, sadly. Reign of X, it states here that it collects issues 18 through 19 of Excalibur, Sword 2 and 3, and King and Black Marauders. This is Reign of X Volume 5. We will see when the book comes out, because 9 times out of 10, the solicits are always wrong on those books. Silk Out of the Spider-Verse Volume 3. These are those big, complete collections. Collecting Silk 9 through 19 of the 2015, the B series. Thor by Jason Aaron. There you go, guys. And I actually have a copy of this, so I know it's coming out. I don't know if it'll be shifted over to November, though. But Jason Aaron's Thor and Complete Collection, Volume 4, collecting Unworthy Thor 1 through 5, so this is where they're putting it. Mighty Thor 20 and 23, or 20 through 23, and then when it goes back to the original numbering system, 700 to 706, Generations Unworthy Thor and Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla. And I hope this makes it out for October. Tomb of Dracula, Complete Collection, Volume 5. Marv Wolfman, oh man. I missed this stuff. I had it in freaking Omnibus format. Why the hell did I get rid of it? So this collects Tomb of Dracula 55 through 70. You've got Blade in here. You got Blade on the cover there. Stoker's Dracula 2 through 4, and material from Marvel Previews number 12, and Savage Sword of Conan 26. I believe that's a Gene Colan cover, if I'm not mistaken, but Gene Colan also supplies a lot of the artwork in the book. Now, the only book, and I hope that it comes out from DC Comics, is the Hill House box set, because that's the way I'm going to be picking it up. And I think it's already moved around 3 times, so it's like getting further and further away. I think it was originally supposed to come out the first week of October. Now we're in the last week of October, so this might get shifted into November, but that would suck because this would be perfect for Halloween. So this collects Sea Dogs, Plunge, The Low Low Woods, Dollhouse Family, and Daphne Byrne. All those books are collected in this particular box set, $99.99. I hope it comes out. I don't know. From manga, we have Cirque du Freak, Manga Omnibus Volume 4. My daughter and I just read Volume 3 together, and we're going to be doing an overview of the Yen Press books. Clockwork Apple, finally released for everybody to get. This is an Osamu Tezuka book, so do yourself a favor and get it. Silent Voice is coming out in complete collected edition, or collector's edition hardcover format. And another one I'm excited for, Vinland Saga Volume 12. Yes. Getting further and further. I don't know how many there's going to be, honestly. I need to catch up on that series. I'm on Volume 7. Alright, as well as others for that same week, we have Cyberpunk 2077, Where's Johnny? Of course, comics based on the video game. Nocturnal's Omnibus Volume 1. It's been shifted over to that week. That was supposed to come out sometime... I want to say it was supposed to come out sometime last month. The House is coming out that week from Dark Horse Comics. This is by Philip Zevi and Drew Zucker. And it is in trade paperback format. No idea what it's about, but I do dig that cover. Bunch of zombified soldiers. Doesn't take a lot for me to get excited over things like that. Buckaroo Banzai, say no more. Against the World Crime League. That's what's up, man. Big fan of Buckaroo Banzai. From Image Comics, we have Bitter Root, trade paperback volume 3. I'm so glad they're back. Sanford Green killing it on artwork here. You also have the talents of David Walker, Chuck Brown, and Sophie Dodgson in here, collecting Bitter Root 11 through 15. Department of Truth, trade paperback volume 1. You know, this. By the way, this is James Tynion. Did I get it? Gosh. I did not dig that first trade, but people told me to keep going because it gets better. This collects issues 8 through 13 of Department of Truth. So if it gets better, let me know, please, by all means. Paper Girls, the complete story, collecting all 30 issues of Paper Girls, $49.99. It's a softcover edition. Holy crap, that cover is beautiful. Okay, I'm sold. So this is Scumbag Trade Paperback Volume 2. I haven't even read the first one. So I think that is Greg Tocchini, if I'm not mistaken, on the cover. But you have the art of Bengal and Francesco Mobili in here. I don't know what this is, but this collects Scumbag 6 through 10. I'm sure it's a guy that's fighting depression and fighting his demons with alcoholism. Because, you know, remender tropes. Summoner, I don't care, I still love his stuff. Summoner's War Trade Paperback Volume 1, collecting the Summoner's War Legacy 1 through 6, Justin Jordan and Giovanni Nero. No idea what that is, but dig that cover. From IDW, by the way, IDW, there weren't a lot of books here because they have also moved distributors over to Penguin Random House. But from them, we have Usagi Yojimbo Origins Volume 2, so continuing the colorization of those classic Usagi Yojimbo stories, as well as Wynonna Earp all in. From Boom Studios, we have Better Angels, Kate Warren adventure. So this is written by Jeff Jensen, who has done work for HBO. He did Green River and the True Detective story, and then also worked on Watchmen. And then artwork here is by George Shaw. So, that Abraham Lincoln? Alright, so this is about America's first female detective, first woman detective, and her name was Kate Warren. Alright, I get down with that. Seven Secrets Volume 2 is coming out that day, collecting issues 7 through 12, and this is, of course, Tom Taylor and Danielle Di Nicolo. Nicolo? I'm trying here. Donald Duck and Uncle Scrooge, World of Dragon Lords. Oh my gosh, yes, please. More more of this stuff. This is stuff I don't think I've read this stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, this stuff, this is Fantagraphics, by the way, was done overseas, I want to say. Yeah, so I've never read this. And the fact that it's getting a hardcover format, oh my gosh, I'm in. Say no more. Walt Disney's Donald Duck, Volume 16, Balloon Addicts. Balloon Addicts is coming out, and this is Volume 25 of the Carl Barks Library, of course, in hardcover edition. Also from Fantagraphics is Unimpressed, and yes, her facial expression definitely looks unimpressed. This is by Miranda Tachia. Altered Carbon, One Life, One Death. I heard, did the Netflix series get canceled? I dug the series. The Complete DC Comics Phantom Volume 2. So for those people that have been collecting these in this format. The Cult of Dracula trade paperback coming out that same day. And Dark Red Year 1 hardcover. This is from Aftershock Comics. It is written by Tim Seeley and artwork by Corin Howell. And that cover is Aaron Campbell there. Collecting the 10-issue series is a 256-page hardcover edition. I didn't see Animosity. I guess Animosity got pushed back. Damn it. Was really looking forward to that one. Dark Souls is getting a complete collector's edition, or complete collection coming out. Sorry, not a collector's edition. It is in trade paperback format. The Golden Age Classics Fight Comics. There's a hardcover format of this, always, and a slipcase on the same day. And Golden Age hardcover volume 2. Hell yes, I'm looking forward to that. I just read that a couple of months ago. Loved the first volume. Grim Tales from the Cave graphic novel. This seems to be stories from Mad Cave Studios. Okay, like a horror anthology. It's a perfect time to release it, man. And Matrix Comics 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition hardcover. This is when the new printing is coming out. And to wrap up the month of October, we're getting a Van Helsing box set. Now, this is over 1,400 pages, $139.99. And this is from Xenoscope Entertainment. Now, if you're interested in some of these books when they come out, or you can pre-order them, check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for brand new graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They pride themselves on packaging your books so they arrive safely in an excellent condition, as well as prompt and helpful service. Check out the bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. CGN is excited to announce that they are now taking pre-orders. They're making it easier for you to ensure that you don't miss out on the hottest releases. CGN is currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, let them know that you were referred by near mint condition at the checkout, and you'll receive a credit for free shipping on your next order. This promotion is valid for U.S. customers only. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount and quality shipping and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And those were the collected editions coming out in the month of October of 2021. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts about some of these, if you thought a certain book was coming out and I missed it. Like I said, this month to put together was a nightmare, but I think I got it down, and I'm sure by the time the video comes out, some of these dates might have shifted. I will be doing my top 10 essential buys for the month of October, and that video will probably come out sometime in this weekend. Sunday. Let's say Sunday. Now, everyone, please stay healthy. Stay safe out there. Much love.